Hey man, so we're talking about Taros the Minible. I want to talk about how the community sees Taros, how I see him, and how you can use him for your own selfish purposes. Culture. Does Taros deserve the hate? I think he does. Even when I play against Taros as a Taros main, it's so frustrating that one mistake can turn into a stock loss. He can turn games around in just a few attacks, and some of his signatures are just so good. So between the good players that can utilize his 8 to 9 strength stat, yeah, why would you ever run 8? Turning normal attacks for most of the roster into signature amounts of damage, and well, let's say the spammers, they eat well. So what do I think of the bull? Okay, so remember how I said he can turn games on their head in a few hits? Yeah, what's not to like, honestly? Why take a billion hits to win a game when you can do it with 2 light attacks, an emote, and a GG? All the while grunting, slamming, smashing. He's basically a cow version of the whole bull slapping methods. Okay, for real, let's talk about his moves. Axe in sig, axe side sig, axe down sig. Down air down sig is a bread and butter for the bull. Here's an axe string, not Taros specific, but catches a lot of dodges after sidelight nair. And remember, as long as they're above white health, like if they're in like deep yellow, they're basically dead, bro. Dust. History. Moving to hammer, sidelight into down sig, both directions. It's good for catching dodges in and away. Side sig and neutral sig. The culture, personal preferences, the slaps all put into practice. Okay, we're gonna play a couple rank games. Put all that stuff together. Let's see what we got. This is a 1900 elo. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was an Artemis. Yeah, when I saw him pick up the blasters, I'm like, oh, this is Vrax, okay. I knew he was probably gonna reach for a side air there. Juggling the weapons in between stocks. I went for the read right there, but he dashed off the platform. I think both of us didn't realize that the platform was there. That was a wicked gravity cancel by Vrax. A little slow to punish there by me. A little too quick on those punishes. I could have taken more time to aim the weapon throw, stuff the recovery. The reverse slide cancel. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is how you beat Taros. Okay, you do wacky stuff. He does so much damage it just ends up working. Can't believe that nair connected, honestly. And another punish. Juggling the weapons. I want axe to build up some damage. Ooh. Trying to not always approach the same way. I want to approach with my body and not just trying to approach with attacks. It's kind of hard to remember that. See, I went for that follow-up that I talked about, but then stomps there. All right, going into the next one. I'm fighting Ezio, Darth Vader. I'm fighting Ghost right now. Hold on, I'm gonna figure out I'm fighting Darth Vader. So I remember noticing in this one that he's a little jumpy. He likes to kind of stay above me. Let's see if I can actually start punishing that. I keep going for those down air down tigs. Okay, I really should have chase dodged to touch the ledge. I instead just decided maybe we should start on the second stock, not the third. I think we're both realizing each other's tendencies here. That's why he's spot dodging in the air. Oh, what a clean Russian Mafia. Well, it could have been cleaner, I guess, if it was grounded. It's a lot easier to do it with a gravity cancel. That was a very nice edge guard by him. Yep, I'm starting to get the flow for his floatiness. Jumping stairs. And an air to close it out. And with Taros' strength, oh man, you can just close out stocks with light attacks. It's insane, right? I notice he's not dodging down after Axe side light jump nair. So I'm not going for that read that I showed you guys earlier in the video. You know, I bet if I listened to my own advice there, if I down aired into down sig, I probably would have hit the spot dodge. Alright, that's going to close out the second match. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you want to see more of this content, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to, come hang out with me live, see me climb the rank ladder with Taros, follow me on Twitch. Alright, we'll see you next time.